Hello students, welcome to this online course of Strength of Materials. So we have started our new chapter, which is the chapter of torsion. So in the previous lecture we have understood the basic difference between the torsional moment and bending moment. So just to recap that, the bending moment will be caused when either force or the eccentricity will be on the transverse axis. But in the case of torsional moment, it will be developed when both eccentricity as well as the load, it will be on the transverse axis. Okay, so this is the basic difference between the torsional moment and bending moment. So now you have some idea about the torsional moment, how it is developed and how we are going to deal with it. So mostly we are going to deal with the shafts, because shafts are the very important component to transmit the power. This we have already discussed in the previous lecture. Now today we are going to see the behavior of the body under the action of torque. Okay, so torque is the torque or torsional moment, they are one and the same thing. So we are going to see today how a member will behave under the torsion. So the behavior is very complex. This we will be seeing when the section, if the section is not axis symmetrical. So what is this axis symmetrical? So a circle is a case of axis symmetry, because any axis you will see the cross section which we are going to cut will be symmetrical. But other than circular section, the torsional analysis is very complex, that we are going to see. So the behavior of member will be very complex. So most of the discussion which we will be having, mostly or all the discussion will be centered around the axis symmetry conditions, and basically the shaft will be of the circular cross section. We are not going to deal with the rectangular or square cross section. So in this particular chapter you have to see the behavior of a member under torque which is of a circular cross section. So this should be clear to you. Now in case of axis symmetrical sections like solid circular or hollow circular sections, so section will be circular. It can either be solid or it can be hollow. So solid circular sections and hollow circular section, we will be seeing that hollow circular section will be more efficient in case of solid circular section. That we are going to see when we are going to see the stress analysis, because most of the shear stress will be developed on the periphery. The maximum shear stress will be on the periphery. So if we are able to remove the material from the core where the stresses are very low and put that material to compensate, we are going to put the material at the along the periphery, so it will have a more efficient cross section if we are going to use the solid section. So if we are comparing the hollow circular section and the solid circular section, so solid circular section will be less efficient as compared to the hollow section, or you can say the hollow section is more efficient. So what is efficiency, how we are going to see, like we will be telling that it is more efficient or less efficient, that we will be seeing by while comparing the material, how much material is used. So the volume of the material is being used to reduce the same number of maximum shear stress. Okay, so if we will compare that, we will see that hollow circular section will require a lesser volume of the material. So in that case the money will be reduced. So we can say easily that the hollow circular sections are more efficient. So that we will be seeing in the coming lectures. So in the case of axis symmetrical sections, it is possible to simplify and explain the behavior of member on the basis of certain assumptions. So the moment we are confining our discussion to the axis symmetrical cases like the circular case, then the behavior, it is very easy to explain. So we will make the foundation on the basis of circular section, and if you want to go beyond that, like if you want to see the behavior of the non-symmetrical sections or non-circular section, then we can easily understand what is actually happening. But to make that base, we have to first assume the section to be circular, then only we can proceed further. but the non-circular sections are beyond this syllabus, the scope of the syllabus, so we are not going to deal that. So only circular section we have to see. Now consider a solid circular shaft subjected to torsion as shown. So this we have already seen how we have reached here. So how this torque is nothing but the combination of P into E. Both P and E are what in the acting along the transverse axis. So you can see this is a shaft, this is a wall in which the shaft is being mounted. So this is your wall, okay, so this is your shaft, it is mounted in the wall, and this is the torque acting on this shaft. So some diameter will be there, let us say this is D, and it can be having length also, which is, let us say this is capital L. Now the shaft is assumed to be fixed at A, and a torque T is applied to a free end. So this is the fixed end, this is the free end, okay. So this is the case. So the torque is constant along the length of the member. So you can see there is no additional torque, only one torque is there. So anywhere you are cutting the section, you will see the torque is acting. So we can also let me just discuss the sign of the torque. So this torque is, what kind of torque is acting on the section. So let us cut the section here, okay. So see the section, you have to see the right hand thumb rule. So if you will rotate the fingers along this torque, okay, you have to make your fingers along this torque. So the direction of thumb will be showing the direction of the direction of the torque, okay. So if we'll move our fingers along this torque, so the direction of thumb will be towards this section, okay. So if it is towards the section, it will be positive, and if it is away from the section, it will be negative, okay. So this is a convention only, you can take either also, it can be negative and positive both. So but whenever you are changing the convention, you have to mention it, okay. So this is the case of your torsional moment direction. Now what is going to happen to the section? If any section is there, what is going to happen? If this is the point here, so after torque, what is going to happen? This will be something like this, which we can show you in the next slide. So if this is the section here, so the section which was at B here, the point B has moved to point B dash under the action of the force. So what is happening? This the cross section has been twisted by the angle of theta, okay. So at section B, a radial line OA is rotated to a position OA dash through a, so this is not OA, this is, here you can either change it to B dash, okay. This is the section. Now the twist is theta. It is assumed that line remains straight and moves in the same plane in which it lies. So it the plane is not going to be changed, only the section is being twisted by an angle of theta in the action of torsion. So you have, it is just for your imagination how the member will be behaving, okay. One more different kind of visualization is there. So let us see how we can also visualize the action of torque on a particular section. So the deformation can be visualized in different manner. So what is this thing? If you draw longitudinal lines and circles perpendicular to these lines on a surface of the shaft before applying the torque, the deformed shape of these lines and circle will be shown. So what we are going to do, so this is the same section. So now we have plotted the lines along the surface of the member, and the various circles are plotted and they are perpendicular to the lines like this. Clear? Now we will see how the member will be behaving. So if we consider the shaft divided into slices, one can visualize each such disc rotating against the disc adjacent to it. So let me just directly show you what is going to be happening here. So you can see, so these were the straight lines. So after twisting, you can see the section is twisted like this. Okay, so each angle has been twisted by, this is also theta, this is also theta. This is just I have shown you for your reference. So I think the twisting is clear to you now. So the theory of torsion, which we will be discussing in the next lecture. So this is all for today. Thank you. One more time, if you want to see, I'm just explaining. So what we have done here, we have taken the whole section into lines, divided, we have drawn the lines, and after applying the torque, what we have seen, that lines have been twisted. That means the surface is being twisted by an angle theta. So this is the way to understand the torsion. I think I have tried to make you visualize the action of torque on any particular section. So this is all for today. Thank you.